What up, what up, what up, y'all? It's Cody, and you're back with the Free Market Fix. So thank you for joining me back for another week. I appreciate the support. This week, I want to talk about body positivity and comfortability. I have to say that slow because it's just one of those words, like Worcestershire. This is like one of those words that it's better to say it slowly, so you don't sound like a non-English speaker. But anyway, I want to talk about body positivity, like in the sense of how positive do you feel about your own body. Now, me, I'm pretty comfortable with myself. Now, I would be lying if I said that there were things I didn't want to change or, that I didn't want to improve. But for the most part, I am comfortable with myself. I wear two-piece bathing suits. I don't think twice about it. I actually prefer to. And, I wear my short, tight stuff. And that's just that. Now, I wasn't always, confident about my body or confident with my body because for most of my life, I was bigger than my classmates or my friends or, people that I was around. To give you an idea, when I was like 9 or 10 years old, I was sharing clothes with my mom. I was bigger at the time. My mom was, a little smaller, but we wore the same shoe size and we shared clothes. So it's like looking back on that, I just think like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Like I was 10 years old and I feel like I'm basically the size that I am now is the body that I had when I was 10. Crazy. The body of a grown woman. So that was that. So it's like, as I got older, I did learn to, appreciate my body more. And that's because I started to open up my eyes around me, like not, directly around me, but just in the world. It's just like, you think you have it so bad and there's always somebody worse off than you. So it's like, wow, I think I'm fat. And, this girl right here is 400 pounds. So it's like, you want to be your size or you want to be that size? It's like, not to sound fucked up because I know that sounds mean, but it's the truth. It's like, for you to realize how good you have it, you have to see or experience not having it as good as you have it, So I think it's important to love our bodies, right? But if you want to enhance anything or if there's something you want to change about yourself, like by all means do it. Surgery is big these days. Getting your ass done, the tits done, getting like BBLs and the liposuction. I think it's always been a thing, but it was more of a secret, before. But nowadays it's like getting a BBL is like going to McDonald's and getting like a value meal. It's like, it's crazy. And I'm not knocking anybody, who does it. Cause you need to do whatever you want to do to make yourself, look and feel better for your own satisfaction or, for whatever reason you're doing it. Now, me personally, I cannot volunteer for surgery because, that's basically what you're doing is you're volunteering for surgery. And most of my reasoning behind that is the fact that I have had 2 C-sections, okay? So if anybody knows about a C-section, and I mean knows as in had a C-section, then you know how painful that shit is, okay? It hurts to laugh, to sneeze, to cough, to talk, to think. Like, your whole midsection hurts, like from right up under your tits to your knees, okay? Basically, everything hurts. And that's because, when you get a C-section, they, make an incision like in your pubic area, right? Take all your guts out, take the baby out, and then put everything back. So that takes time to heal, and that shit is painful. And it's like, just knowing like what that feels like and the pain that I endured. I guess you can say I did it voluntarily if, I got pregnant. But knowing that pain and knowing what that feels like, I cannot imagine. Like, I just would imagine actually that having lipo and a tummy tuck and all that stuff feels exactly the same. Painful. So I always said though that, once I'm done having kids, which I am, I would like to maybe go up a size and lift my tits, right? Now, this is just me talking because it's still surgery and I don't want to sign up for that. And it's like, I feel like I'd rather spend that money on something else. But yeah, I just feel like for my size, like for the size that I am, I feel like my tits should be bigger. Like, I just feel like my tits are like too small for my body. But, this is just me talking. Also, something else that I have considered possibly doing is my hips, because I really, I don't have any hips, right? I mean, sometimes I do, depending on what I wear. Some days I have hips and, some days I don't. So, that would be something else that I might consider. But then also in the back of my mind, aside from the pain, it's like, what if I was to get it done and I don't like it? And now it's like, I can't just take off my hips or take off the new titties that I just got. No, they're on there. Or I would have to have another surgery to remove them. And I don't even want to think about all of that. Like, I just don't want to. So it's like, that's another fear of mine of like getting, that type of cosmetic surgery, because what if I wouldn't like it? It's like, especially with the hips, like, what if the doctor didn't do it to like my satisfaction? And so now I'm walking around looking stupid, like I got potatoes in my pockets. Like, oh my gosh. Because, that's a very important thing. A lot of the girls who go and get these surgeries, they don't have the body for it. Like, if you get what I'm saying, like, everybody's frame is different, right? So some people are meant to have, like they're born with the naturally curvy body. So if, say you have a Coke bottle shape, right? You just want to get a little bit more ass, then yeah, you could do it. And, as long as you don't go overboard with it and, you don't walk around like with the ant booty, like if you don't, go and tell the doctor, that you want the ant booty, then it's going to look good. It's going to look nice and natural. But say you're a girl who has no hips, right? Like myself. But, I'm expecting the doctor to turn me into, fucking Jessica Rabbit. Like, that's not how it works. And it's like, I feel like that's why, like, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like the surgery is not for everybody. And I read the comments on Instagram with, when these famous people and everybody or these Instagram models, they get their bodies done, and some of them look crazy. Not all of them. Like, some of them look very lovely. It's a pleasure to look at beautiful women and, somebody who's got such a nice body, whether it was surgically enhanced or not, so I read the comments and, sometimes people do not have anything nice to say about that. about the way these bodies look, and it's like, wow, like, yeah, maybe I might agree sometimes, I just don't say it. But yeah, it's like the surgery is not for everybody. Now, I feel like the things, I can't do anything about my hips. I'm not going to get the surgery because I don't want to be in pain. I don't want to spend money on that. And I don't want it to look stupid. If it, I want it to look natural. But it's like, then I feel like that will always be in the back of my mind, and I would be self-conscious about it. Like, oh my gosh, what if they know that I got my body done? What if they think my hips look too fake? Like, I can't be bothered with that. So I embrace all of my flaws, or what, some people would call flaws. Like, I don't care, okay? Because there are millions of people who want bodies that look like mine. So that is, what comforts me. It just, not, I won't say comforts me like that's, all I care about, because I'm fine with my body. Like, yes, like I said, yes, there would be, I'll be lying if I said there were a few things I didn't like to change. But it's like, you know what? If I'm consistent enough, I can get the body that, I dream of. But until then, I'm going to keep rocking with my same body that's under construction, okay? I'm not shying away from two pieces. Actually, I'm looking forward to going to the beach and putting on my two pieces, especially my little skimpy two pieces that, obviously I'm not going to wear them around my kids because it's not like a mom-friendly bathing suit. But I can't wait to wear that shit. Like, I look forward to it. Wearing a two-piece makes me feel very sexy. I am not ashamed of my body. And yeah, I'm going to keep, doing what I have to do to maintain it and make it better. But can't nobody tell me nothing about my body, okay? Like, I like, the way I'm built. I think I have a nice ass for my, body. I have a nice little set of tits. I don't have a lot of cellulite, stretch marks. My legs are getting more toned because I have been, doing my little workouts. So that's good for me. And I'm just going to keep working with that. So I hope that my own positivity can rub off on the next person. Because I have to say, it really annoys me to hear people complain about their bodies sometimes. It's like, if you want to complain about, you want to vent to me, let some shit off your chest, like, by all means, do it. That's what I'm here for. I'm a good listener. I offer helpful and friendly suggestions. And so, and I will be willing to for us to work together so we could, motivate one another. Like, I'm for that. But don't keep complaining about your pooch or your stomach looking like a bag of dough or whatever, and you're not doing anything about it. Like, that's what will annoy me. But aside from that, I encourage people to be comfortable with themselves. Like, don't be scared to go to the beach and put on a little skimpy bathing suit, because 99% of the time, you only going to know the people that you came with. You're not going to know nobody else there. Even if you frequent the same beach time and time again, like, I could count on one hand how many times you might run into somebody. I can say that in all my years of going to the beach, there was maybe 1 or 2 times that I have ever run into somebody that I know. And so that's just that. So let's love ourselves. Let's be positive. Let's embrace, because life is very fragile these days. Life is short, and it's just more, we got to let go of these silly things, because to me, I think it's silly. Like, don't worry about that. Embrace yourself. You work hard, to maintain yourself, your life, whatever. So enjoy it. Don't spend time crying about, something silly as that. So with that, I want to say thank you for joining me again for another week. Spread love and kindness. And thank you for listening to me and the Free Market Fix. Peace.